she knew they had her egg. She wouldn't have left without it.
What now? She didn't exactly leave us a calling card.
I don't know. Nothing about this day was expected. Not the goblins, and definitely not the fighting ring. The last thing I planned on was a dragon egg. And the poachers saw us, which cannot be good.
See, do you think the poachers will retaliate?
Should we expect trouble from the poachers, given the trouble we just caused?
It would be foolish not to expect it. They're not a forgiving lot. I'm sorry to say that you likely have a larger target on your back now because of what we just did.
Today I've been playing for about an hour and a half. What should we do with the egg?
Since the dragon we freed flew off, does that mean we get to keep the egg?
Yes,
I'd
keep
much
it.
rather we have it than the poachers, at least for now. But I don't think we should keep it indefinitely. It'll be hard hiding something like this from Professor Weasley for long.
Let's hatch it. Get out of here.
We aren't helping ourselves standing here. Let's get to safety. We can sort this out later.
You're right. If there's anything the poachers are good at, it's tracking their prey. And right now, we're it. Be careful, won't you? I shall see you back at the castle.
Warm up by the fire. That quest was awesome.
It's time you learned the transformation spell. After you've completed the required tasks, which I'm certain will prove useful in finishing your field guide, attend my class to learn the new spell. Afterwards, we will discuss your progress thus far in the term.
Whoa, she just disappeared. She must have fast traveled. This game's fun. I don't think I've gotten bored yet playing it. How long have we been playing for? Does it say? 26 hours about? Think I'm a new streamer? What gave it away? I've been streaming for about 3 months. Let's see, where do we want to go? We can do assignments. We have 2 assignments. We can do this. Speak with Sebastian. Yeah, let's go do that. I want to keep doing his quest line. Fast travel there. Let's see, what's a close one? Head outside. Try that one.
You can't imagine how inconvenient travel was before I invented flu powder.
Oh, really? Like I haven't heard that for the 100th time. She says the exact same thing every time. Back to the Undercroft. Defense against the Dark Arts Tower. Speak to him.
You'll never believe what I've learned.
What did you discover in the spellbook we found in the scriptorium?
Salazar Slytherin's spellbook was a little difficult to interpret, but fascinating. Evidently, he encouraged teaching dark magic at Hogwarts. Neither the Imperious Curse nor the Killing Curse was unforgivable during his time. He believed students should be prepared to use dark magic when necessary, not to fear it. That's why we had to use Crucio to gain access to the scriptorium. He didn't want his knowledge shared with anyone who was afraid of the power of dark magic.
Where am I from? I'm from the United States. Excuse me. Lost my voice. Yeah, I'm from the US, on the West Coast.
It was hard to do, but casting Crucio was our only option.
And I'm glad we did it, because in the spellbook I also found something else. References to a lost relic, which, from what I can tell, grants the holder the power to reverse dark magic curses.
And you think this relic might be able to save Anne?
Precisely. I plan to search for this relic, but I don't think we should tell anyone. Especially Ominous. He wouldn't understand.
I won't say a word.
I see no reason to involve Ominous.
I'm glad you agree. When I know more, I shall send an owl. And don't feel sorry for Ominous. Keeping this to ourselves for now is for his own good.
I'll decide what's for my own good.
Ominous, we were just about to get some air. Care to join?
You're a liar, Sebastian. I heard everything. You swore you'd never engage in anything to do with dark magic again.
No, I didn't. I said I understood you wanting that. I'd never swear to give up on finding a cure for Anne.
You don't know when to stop, do you?
I know when not to stop. Leave this alone, Ominous. I'll be on my way.
I am not letting this go.
Ominous, Sebastian meant well.
I know what I heard. You knew I wouldn't agree with this. Going after that relic is not a good idea. Sebastian doesn't even realize it, but he's as irresponsible and reckless now as his parents were years ago. It's why they died.
I knew his parents died, but I never heard what happened.
Mr. and Mrs. Sallow were professors. Spent nearly every waking moment in the cellar library. Noses buried in books. Anne and Sebastian were upstairs when it happened. They heard a sudden crash and ran downstairs, but it was too late. Their parents had crumpled to the floor. A defect with the lamp in the cellar caused the room to fill with an undetectable toxin. Sebastian and Anne were helpless. They had no magic yet.
What a horrible story.
It is. That's why I can't understand Sebastian's recklessness. I've practically lost Anne. I cannot lose Sebastian too. Please avoid anything to do with that spellbook.
Let's see. What do we want to do?
Those references in the book seem promising.
Everything to do with Salazar Slytherin seems promising until it's too late. I hope Sebastian pursues this no further, but if you think he might, please let me know. It would mean a lot.
For sure. That it?
Revelio.
That do anything?
Revelio. Reparo.
Nope.
Lumos. Revelio. Levioso. Caporso.
I don't think that does any. Let's go. In the globe. Now what can we do? Let's see. If 10 more of those tokens to find. 6 more moons, moon globe things. We have to talk to Deke. Let's go do that. We have to identify an item anyway.
When you have a moment.
Talk to him.
Hello, Deke. You wanted to talk to me?
Indeed. Deek thought you might want to learn how to build a breeding pen so that you can breed beasts.
I want to do that.
That sounds like a very good idea.
Rescuing and breeding beasts go hand in hand. Young beasts are particularly vulnerable to poachers. Breeding beasts here in the room will allow us to keep the younger ones safe.
I see. What do I need to do?
First, bring a pair of beasts to the room. One male, one female. Deek suggests rescuing thestrals, as they're at great risk from poachers. Noble creatures, but their relationship with death gives them a bad reputation. They're prized by poachers for their tail hairs.
I've seen thestrals before, but where would I find a pair of them nearby?
Deek has seen some wild thestrals not too far from the Hogwarts grounds. Then you'll need to purchase a spellcraft for the pen from Tomes and Scrolls and gather the materials it requires. Once you've rescued the thestrals and you have the spellcraft, you come and find Deek.
Sure. Sounds like that'll be fun. We want
My mother would like to speak with me.
oh,
I
great.
believe she has learned about some of what we've been up to. I'm hoping she may be easier on me if you are there.
Can we meet at the Three Broomsticks? It may finally be safe since we rescued the dragon from Horntail Hall.
Where plays gets really busy in the game. That's a perfect example why there's so much to do in this game, it's ridiculous. Just when you get low on doing quests, they give you like 6 more to do. And then they have dialogue that's pretty long, and the quests are interesting. So you get engaged in them. Yeah. I think mainly it's just there's so much to do all at once. If you're not doing a quest or listening to dialogue, you're out adventuring, doing something.
Have
See, let's
you
identify
rescued the
this.
Thestrals and purchased the
Chinese
spellcraft
fireball
for the breeding
scarf.
pen?
What's your hobby? I always wondered, does everybody have a hobby? Or is it just me? I don't have one set hobby, really. This is probably one of my hobbies. Just doing this. I don't know. I wonder how common it is for somebody to have a hobby. I don't know a lot of people that have actual like hobbies. Woodworking. Go out to the shop and do some welding. I don't know. You could do some knitting and make blankets. Knit a hat. We have 14 minutes to that. You could have a hobby to make paper airplanes. What would be a good hobby? Collecting something? That could be a hobby. Go deep sea diving. Could be a fun hobby. We've only collected 3 animals so far. And those were just the quest animals.
Have you rescued the Thestrals and purchased the
So let's go check our journal. Complete. Not gonna work on that yet. Should probably do this. Let's help her out. Where's this at? There we go. Is this it? I can fast travel to it.
Handy resource indeed, your field guide. I'm most pleased to be included.
Okay. We gotta go up.
So frustrating. So frustrating.
What work do I do? And without getting too personal, I'll just say I have a computer science degree. And a
You wanted to speak with me,
administration
Mother?
degree.
I had hoped to speak with you alone, Natsai.
Your message mentioned your concern about an unusual creature that was spotted in the woods near Hogsmeade. That could have been anything.
You know what it was, Natsai.
I am allowed to leave the castle. I am always careful, Mother.
Careful. Officer Singer disagrees. She sent me an owl telling me that you have been
I'm
trying to
focusing
collect
in
evidence
on the
of some
stream.
kind against dark wizards.
Not too much, really.
She berated me for not keeping a closer eye on you.
I'm looking
and
back
she
and
is
forth.
right. I do not want you visiting Hogsmeade for the near future.
But Mother!
My little gazelle, you are well-intentioned, but you must not meddle in the affairs of dangerous people.
If someone had meddled in Matabeleland, Father would still be with us.
I must get to class. Perhaps your friend can get you to listen to reason.
I do try to listen to the dialogue when
So frustrating.
I don't want to miss the
She
story.
never listens to me.
She called you her little gazelle. Is that a term of endearment where you're from?
It is specific to me. I am the unusual creature in Hogsmeade she mentioned. Self-transfiguration is not taught at Hogwarts, so I am gently discouraged from practicing it. However, I am an animagus, and it is in my gazelle form that I have been able to wander the Highlands rather freely until now, much to my mother's chagrin. That is how I managed to spy on Rookwood and Harlow.
How does it feel to transform into an animal?
Well, the first time, it can be a bit unnerving. I felt a kind of searing pain and a strong double heartbeat. But it gets easier the more you do it. I no longer feel any pain, and I must say, I find a sense of comfort in the double heartbeat. And I love being able to view the world from a different perspective.
Can you choose what form your animagus will take?
Oh no, a person's animagus form is determined by their personality. My mother is convinced that my form is a gazelle because I adapt well to any situation. I believe it is because I can sense danger and keep my wits about me.
Were you born an animagus, or did you learn to become one?
Animagi are not born. The process is quite elaborate. It involves holding a mandrake leaf in one's mouth for an entire month, then placing the leaf in a crystal phial so that it is imbued with moonlight, then adding one of your own hairs. And that is just the beginning. Self-transfiguration is common among students at Wagadu, but Professor Weasley considers it much too dangerous to teach at Hogwarts.
Don't doubt him.
Now the nickname makes sense. What an extraordinary ability to have.
It is. I love transforming, but Mother is less enthusiastic about it. She says that no creature, especially one as rare as a gazelle, should be bounding about where poaching has become so prevalent. She claims that she has foreseen tragedy befall me in my gazelle form. But she has used her sight to control me too many times. I no longer believe it.
She's concerned for your safety. It may be best for you to stay away from Hogsmeade for now.
That may be safe, but I do not believe that it would be best. Do you?
No.
You could have fled the moment you discovered that Rookwood, Harlow, and Ranrock were after you, but you did not. I choose to act as you have. I must deal with Rookwood and Harlow, not hide from them. My mother cannot know where I am all the time. Thank you for being here during
you
that
there?
rather awkward
Yeah,
conversation.
I see it.
How nice to see you, my young friend.
Let's see, where do we want to go? So that went okay, I guess. We need to go rescue a male Thestral. Purchase a breeding pen. Let's go do that. It tells us where one is. World map. Way up here, huh? I'm not replying to you.
Said that travel
I
broadens
think I
the
have.
mind.
What do you want me to answer?
Hello?
Are you in some sort of trouble?
Nearly attacked by wolves, I was. Only just
I don't
escaped
think I
with my
missed
life.
anything.
I need to be better prepared next time. Could use some thunder brew. I don't suppose a student like yourself will be in possession of such a thing?
I believe you need it. I don't have any.
I'm afraid not. I'd help you if I could, but I don't actually have anything with me.
Well, that is unfortunate. I was hoping you'd be better prepared. Not a charitable bone in their body.
Guess we don't need to be in here.
Arrest their momentum.
Go away.
Confringo.
What's your question, Karma Lady?
Depulso.
Cleared those out. I think I screwed up. Let's go capture one of those. Hold on a second. That and this. I see your channel. I see your channel and notice that you're not using any custom stuff on your channel. I asked. No,